Dear students, welcome to my video. Chapter 5 Lines and Angles Part 2. In this class, we have to learn about pair of lines. First one, intersecting lines. Intersecting line means we have two lines that intersect at a point C. Here we have an example AB is the line and PQ another line. It is intersect at C. That means lines that cross each other. Okay. So we AB intersect PQ at C. The next one, parallel lines. Lines that do not touch, they are always the same distance apart. That means here we have a two lines AB and PQ are two lines and they are parallel because they never intersect at any point anywhere. Okay, and also the distance between AB and PQ everywhere it is equal. So we can use the symbolical way AB parallel to PQ. Okay, AB parallel to PQ. The next one is perpendicular lines. Lines that cross at right angles. That means we have a two lines AB and PQ and these two lines intersect at a point at 90 degree. Okay, so making an angle 90 degree and it is symbolically we can write AB perpendicular to PQ. Then angles made by a transversal. What is mean by transversal? Here we have two lines L and M. That lines cut by another line P. So that line is called P. That line is called transversal. So at the time of cutting by transversal, we get 8 angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 angles. So, here we have some examples here. Sometimes you can see this type of figures in your daily life situation. Then we have to learn more about angles. Already we learned how many angles here? 8 angles. So here interior angles and exterior angles. What are the interior angles? Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6 are the interior angles. And exterior angles are angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are the exterior angles. Then we have to take pairs of angles in here. First one, angle 1 and angle 5 and angle 2, angle 6, angle 3, angle 7, angle 4 and angle 8. So these are the four pair of angles that are called pair of corresponding angles. Then second one, angle 3 and angle 6 and angle 4 and angle 5 are called alternate interior angles. Then angle 1 and angle 8, angle 2 and angle 7 are called pairs of alternate exterior angles. Then the last one is pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal, that are angle 3 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 6. So these angles on the same side of the transversal. So these are the names. One is corresponding angles, second one is alternate interior angles, the third one is alternate exterior angle, then angles in the same side of the transversal. Then these last angles are called co-interior angles. Okay. The next one, transversal of parallel lines. In the case of parallel lines, we can cut by a transversal, we get the same 8 angles. Okay. Here A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are the 8 angles. In this way, we have some peculiarities of these 8 angles, or we can already learn some names of the angles. That angles have a peculiarities. What are the peculiarities in the angles? Okay. Then these properties only for parallel lines cut by a transversal. Let us check. The first one is corresponding angles. When a line or transversal intersects parallel lines, the corresponding angles are formed. Corresponding angles are congruent or equal in everywhere. Very important, corresponding angles are equal. What are the corresponding angles here? Angle 1 and angle 5, angle 2, angle 6, angle 3, angle 7, and finally angle 4 and angle 8. These all pairs are called corresponding angles that are equal. So angle 1 equal to angle 5, angle 2 equal to angle 6, angle 3 equal to angle 7, and angle 4 equal to angle 8. The next one, alternate angles. We have two alternate angles. One is alternate interior angles and the alternate exterior angles. Here alternate interior angles are C and F. E and D are equal. Very important. Alternate interior angles are equal. Then alternate exterior angles, that is angle A and angle H, angle B and angle G are the alternate exterior angles that are equal. So C equal to F, E equal to D, A equal to H and B equal to G. So they are equal in all everywhere in alternate angles. Simply we can say alternate angles are equal, or alternate interior angles are equal, and also alternate exterior angles are also equal. The next one is angles on the same side of the transversal. What are they? One is co-interior angles. The second one is co-exterior angles. Here, angle C and angle E are the co-interior angles, and also we have a property, angle C and angle E add together, you will get 180 degree. Sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree, and also angle D plus angle F co-interior angles, sum of these angles is equal to 180 degree. In the same way, co-exterior angle A plus angle G equal to 180 degree, and angle B plus angle H equal to 180 degree. That means in every time co-interior angles and co-exterior angle sum is 180 degree in the case of parallel lines cut by a transversal. Then we have some problems here. First one is L parallel to M? Why? So we have to check L is parallel to M. The given measurements are two given angles are 50 and 50. So they are alternate angles because they are equal. So we can say that two angles are alternate angle. So we can say L is parallel to M. Then second one is here 50 degree and 130 degree. Two angles are given. So we have to show is L parallel to M. Why? So we know already you learned opposite angles are equal. Here 130 degree, then this angle is also 130 degree. Then sum of 130 and 50, 180, that is co-interior angles. So L is parallel to M. Then third one is, if L is parallel to M, what is angle X? The question is given L is parallel to M. So what is the value of angle X? It is very clear, 70 degree and X are co-interior angles. Sum of these two angles is equal to 180 degree. So what is X? 110 degree, because 110 plus 70 is equal to 180. So angle X equal to 110 degree. Okay. Thanks for watching my video. Please wait for next video. Thank you.